Hi, I'm Ava. And I'm just a woman who loved the wrong man. Too deeply. For too long. I believed his words. Held on to his promises. And lost pieces of myself in the silence between his lies. But I'm not here to play the victim. I'm here to speak the truth. Because someone out there needs to hear it. This is my story. And maybe it's yours too. When I first met Rishan, I wasn't looking for anything. I had just come out of a quiet phase in my life. Focusing on work. Rebuilding myself after a breakup. That left me questioning my worth. Rishan wasn't my type. He was older, composed, the kind of man who made women laugh, without even trying. We met at a friend's housewarming. And from the moment we started talking, something clicked. Our conversations were effortless, filled with wit, vulnerability, and rare depth. But there was one problem. One day. He wore a gold ring. I'm married, he told me casually. Like it was just another detail. But, it's complicated. I told myself to walk away. But the connection was magnetic. And, he kept coming back. Late-night texts, turned into long calls. She doesn't understand me, the way you do, he'd say. We're only together for the kids. I didn't want to be that woman. But slowly, I started believing. The story he painted. A broken home. A loveless routine. And me, the light he never knew he needed. You're different, Ava, he whispered one night. With you, I feel alive. Again. And every part of me wanted to believe that. We began meeting in hidden cafes. In empty parking lots. Always in the shadows. Walks in unfamiliar parks, far from his home. Every stolen moment pulled me deeper. He never promised. Forever. But his presence, his attention, his gentle gestures. They whispered promises he never said out loud. I noticed the signs. He always checked his phone. Never called before 10 p.m. Never met me. On weekends. On holidays? He was unreachable. Still. I convinced myself to be patient. Because love, after all, is messy. The first time I asked, will you ever leave her? He went silent. Then came the carefully crafted answers. I just need a little more time. She's not well right now. It's not that easy, but I will. I promise. Weeks turned into months. And every month, I felt myself fading. I stopped telling my friends. I smiled less. My world began to revolve around his moments of availability. He'd disappear for 2 days. And return with, I was with the kids. Sorry. I'd ask. Do you love me? He'd say. You know I do, but this situation, it's complicated. One night, lying in bed after one of his visits. I stared at the ceiling and whispered. Am I in love, or just addicted to the pain? And then I realized. I had become his secret. Not his choice. He never really chose me. He chose comfort. He chose secrecy. He chose ego. I was just an escape. Escape from the weight of his life. A pause. A distraction. A place to feel wanted, without responsibility. And the worst part? I had allowed it. I decided to confront him, not with anger. But with truth. I need to know if you're ever going to leave her. Not in theory. Not in some future you never name. I mean now. He looked away. Then he looked at the floor, and said, coldly. I can't hurt my kids, Ava. You know that. And me? I asked. Is this not hurting me? Silence. Then came the words I feared most. I love you, but I can't give you what you're asking for. And my heart answered. In a voice I didn't want to hear. No. He loved what I gave him. Not me. That was it. Not a villain. Not a monster. Just a man too weak to stand by his own feelings. When I decided to walk away, the hardest part wasn't leaving. It was accepting the truth. I had never been his choice. I had only been his escape. I blocked his number that night. Not out of revenge, but to save my own soul. And for the first time in months, I slept without waiting for a message that would never come. I started reclaiming myself. Healing wasn't instant. My heart still flinched at certain songs, certain cafes. But day by day, I remembered who I was. Before he blurred my worth, I returned to my friends. Took myself out to dinner. Went on a weekend trip, alone. And every time I almost texted him, I reminded myself. If he truly loved me, he would have chosen me. He didn't choose me, because I was never meant to be someone's secret. Months later, I wrote a letter I never sent. Not for him. For me. Dear Rishan. Thank you for teaching me the difference between attention and love. Between desire and commitment. Between being needed and being valued. You didn't break me. You revealed the cracks I needed to heal. I forgive you. But more importantly, I forgive myself for staying too long. Goodbye. For real this time. I got the strength to choose myself. Now, I speak to other women, friends, sisters, strangers, who find themselves trapped in the illusion of almost love. I don't preach. I simply say, if he's hiding you, he's not holding you. You are not someone's backup plan. You are not born to wait in silence while he lives two lives. You are the love someone's been praying for. Don't waste it on someone whispering in the dark. And if my voice trembles while saying it, it's not from pain anymore. It's from power. Because I chose myself. And that changed everything.